Janibek pops dirty, but let me guess. Lara should still fight him, right? Let's talk.
Push the weight in no flex. Flex the live is one in the six. Fit the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon. Motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Oh, wow. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. This is all happening too close to each other. I'm not going to play around with you guys, man. I told y'all, all I want is a clean sport. That's all I want. If you could remove all of this confusion, I'd be a lot better off. And you wouldn't have to hear my mouth. But here we are again. So we got Janibek. Right, a couple of days ago, we got Super Matias. There's still something going on with that. Waiting for the outcome of that. I know he's way under the limit. He's nowhere near close to what Ryan Garcia was, but he's popped for the same drug. And I'll still stand on saying this. If your body don't produce it, why is it in your system? From a billionth to a gram to a gazillionth of a gram or whatever it is, it shouldn't be there. Why is it there? So we got Janibek, we got Matias. Who's before this? Oh, Joseph Parker with the nose candy. Still waiting for him to clear his name. He said he'd do it, right? I'm out of patience with these guys. Wasn't even thinking about Janibek. I said, man, he's a pretty decent fighter. I like Erislange Lara, the school, the Cuban school of boxing. It should be good, but Janibek was the favorite. I understand that. Everyone's talking about Bud going to 160 and trying to clean up stuff there and continue his legacy. Now, I'm being dead serious. I have no patience for any of this crap anymore. I don't even want Bud anywhere near the ring with this guy. All right? Last I checked, the fight canceled. I'm going to go to, what is this? Oh, Boxing Scene. I'll put the link in the description. I'll read this article. Boxing Scene has confirmed that Lara, 2-division champ and current WBA 160 titleist, will now face Venezuela's Juan Gonzalez in a voluntary title defense. The move was made in the wake of Kazakhstan's Janibek. I can't even say his first name. I'm not even going to try. Testing positive for a banned substance, meldonium. Here we go. Which is forced him out of his planned IBF, WBA, and WBO unification bout with Lara. So the fight's off. See? Lara Gonzalez will serve as part of the PBC Prime Video pay-per-view Saturday from Frost Bank Center, home of the NBA San Antonio Spurs in Texas. Salute, Texas. The move allows Lara to remain on Saturday's show, which will end a ring absence of nearly 15 months. Last time we saw him, it was versus Danny Swift Garcia. At 42 years old, Lara is the sport's oldest current title holder, though his infrequent schedule stretches him to the term active reign. Lara previously held the WBA 154-pound belt and a secondary version of the WBA 160-pound strap before he was upgraded to full title holder in 2023. Just 2 successful defenses have allowed the Cuban export. Both took place in 2024, Lara's first year with at least 2 fights since 2019. He scored knockouts of each defense, which took place at T-Mobile Arena in Vegas. Lara stopped an overmatched Michael Zarafa. I remember that. He knocked him out. And salute to Zarafa. I think my brother Nonito and the queen Rachel was in his corner. So Lara stops him inside of 2 rounds back in March of 2024. And then they fought Danny Garcia, and Danny retired on his stool. He didn't continue. That was last September. Okay, so he jumped at the chance to fight Janibek, and now we're dealing with this. I'll put the link in the description. But scrolling down here, it says, as is the case with most offending parties in random drug testing, the 32-year-old boxer professional profess his innocence, as they all do. They never said they did it. He professes innocence and expressed immediate shock over the results produced from the November 15th VADA test. His team is exploring the steps necessary to have Janibek's B sample tested. Although even if immediately processed, the latest results wouldn't come in time for him to be cleared to fight over the weekend. I'll put the link in the description so you could read it yourself. Let me say this, man. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. It's happening back to back to back to back now. What are you going to tell me? Mandrolone don't do anything? Maldonium, whatever they want, Nandrolone, Maldonium he was on? It doesn't do anything? Lara should fight him anyway? That's what you're going to say? Because if he has skills, it shouldn't matter, right? Every time someone gets caught, depending on who the loser is, you airheads always say it shouldn't matter. I remember like over a decade ago now, the Manny Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather situation. Manny Pacquiao ducked OSDT. I don't care what you say or what you think you remember. I remember I was in the middle of that crap. Manny wanted several things. He wanted his choice in glove size, ring size. He wanted to fight in Dallas, not Las Vegas. He wanted smaller gloves. He wanted $10 million for every pound Floyd Mayweather came in overweight. Floyd said yes to everything. All he wanted was Olympic-style drug testing. And Manny said no for damn near 4 years. He said no. And I said, well, what are we talking about? All I heard was he's a chicken. Floyd's trying to change the rules of boxing. I said, well, all these things that Manny's asking for, that's not within the guidelines of the rules. As you go up in weight, the gloves get bigger. Why did he want a smaller gloves? Why did he want a smaller ring? Why did he want a $10 million penalty for every pound Floyd came in overweight? Those are not within the straight up guidelines. That's something that you can negotiate between the fighters at the negotiation table, all of which Floyd Mayweather agreed to do. All he wanted was OSDT. And for 4 years, Manny Pacquiao said no. We got the fight when he agreed to take the damn test. Y'all are always looking to blame the victim. I said, what are we talking about here? All Manny has to do is say yes. Everyone's saying, oh, well, watch, if Manny says yes, Floyd's going to come up with another excuse. Manny had a list of excuses. Even his fans was making up. Oh, he's scared of needles. He has tattoos. He got janky tattooed on his body. Didn't matter because his marriage is janky. Shout out to his son that just fought over the weekend to a draw, allegedly. Come off of it, man. You guys love to make excuses for people that you like and disregard the people that it hurts. This is hurting the sport. And this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. At this level, you guys feel the need to have an advantage by way of narcotics? The B sample should say exactly what the A sample says. Unless there's something wrong with the people testing it. I haven't seen anybody successfully sue VADA and win. Or USADA, or the New York State Athletic Commission. I'm not going to bring up Ron Garcia. I'll do that in the morning. Because a lot of y'all need reminders. And then when we cross all the T's and dot all the I's and show you the evidence as to, yo, these people have taken drug tests and they failed. What are you left saying? Well, the drugs shouldn't matter. We saw what we saw. No. There's rules in place for a reason. Some of you people listening to this video, y'all work jobs that have random drug tests. If you go on a 3-week vacation and you go to another country and you're partying, aka doing a little nose candy, you do it the first 3 days you're there, and you say, you know what, nah, I might get random when I go back to work, so that's it. You come back from vacation, You go to work for 2 weeks, then they say, hey, surprise, you got to go get randomed. You're like, man, I haven't did any nose candy for about a month. I should be out my system. You go pee. You sign and date the 2 lab tests. They test the A, they put the B in the refrigerator, they lock it up in your presence. Then you go on about your business. 3 days later, you get called downtown. Hey, man. And they give you some technical term. They said there was an adverse finding, and they tell you the technical term for it. They're like, well, what is that? Well, do you do some cocaine? Dum. Because that's what it says in this A sample. Would you like to go to the B sample? Go ahead. But the A sample and the B sample come from the same specimen, which means you peed in the cup and they divided it up. So whatever's in the A sample is going to say in the B sample. So now you got to lawyer up or talk to your union, or in a boxer's world, you got to, get a lawyer and get some doctors on the job. And you got a list, because when you fight, when you take these fights, they ask you for a list of all the supplements that you take or the medications you on. Because maybe the supplements you take or the medication you take, it could show up as something else in your urine or your blood. So that's why they ask you to list it. Because if it's something else that's in it that comes up as a narcotic, they're going to say, well, why didn't you put that you was on that on the list, man? We asked you. There's nothing but space and opportunity for you to tell the truth. And then you have a whole other problem. I'm a CDL driver. I got anything that's on a ban list in my system. If they random me, I'm done. The only thing I could do is say, hey, go to the B sample. And hopefully there's something wrong on their end. But they're usually not wrong. And all I'm left with is you stupid fans talking about, hey, skills pay the bills. The drugs shouldn't matter. Well, shouldn't matter. Why is everybody popping dirty? Joseph Parker, Subadel Matias, and now this guy, Janibek. Why? And when their opponents either they find out after they get their ass kicked in the ring, then it becomes, I don't care. The skills pay the bills. We saw what we saw. I can't unsee the punch. But he had a edge by way of a performance enhancement drug. That's why it's on the list. All these things are on the list because of what it does. But y'all don't care. Because if drugs don't care, why y'all always talking about snack? More on that in the morning. You see, I got y'all. I want you to understand, as it pertains to the news right now, Janibek was looking for an edge over a 42-year-old Iris Landry Lara. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. That's what the news is now. Now, unless it comes out in a week or two that it was contaminated somehow and the people that did the testing is wrong, which I doubt, and that never happens. If it's happened, put it in my comment section. Where a drug testing company was wrong. Because it's never happened. Why did he need that edge, man? They caught him cycling off. But when you got men like Nonito Donaire volunteering for a clean sport, you had Floyd doing that. You got Devin always enrolled. He could get random while he's on vacation anywhere. Y'all look down on that. But you never look at the people that are actually caught. You make excuses for them. And here we are again. Now this is really close back to back. You got Joseph Parker with the nose candy. You got Subadel Matias. I know he's way under the limit, but I don't know why Osterine is in the system in the first damn place. And now you got Janibek. He needs the juice to beat up a 42-year-old man. I want you to think about that, right? What's worse than being a black fighter? A black Cuban. But don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. You guys are caught, man. You fair weather fans, you're all caught. You have nothing to say. That's of substance. I keep telling y'all, man, time reveals all truth, and a lie is nothing but the long way to the truth. So we got another one. 2025 has been real revealing, right? All you haters, y'all are on the back foot. Y'all don't know what to do. But I'm not done, man. This size 13 Tim boot is on your ass. Pause. Get your mind out the gutter, Miguel. Goodness. Link will be in the description. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Bronx on deck.
Move!